Okay, so today, before we get started, our New Year's giveaway has ended, and congratulations to the 5 winners. And hopefully, you'll be looking forward to more giveaways this coming year because we have one already in set, or not really, but we have one planned. It's when we have reached 500 subs, and I'll do a 50 mil giveaway where there will be 5 winners, so 10 mil per winner, which gives you a fair chance to win. Now, we do have 2 Discord servers now, so be sure to join both. The links will be in the description because I can do a giveaway in either or. So, making sure you're in each server will definitely make sure that you can keep up with future giveaways and other things that we might do. But today, we are going to be talking about early game money making methods again because last time I just talked about one specific one that I gave a bit of praise for, even though I still personally don't like it, and that is Zealots. And yes, I am considering Zealots an early game money making method because I consider mid game to be where you start out dungeons. Now, Zealots, it's pretty much a simple setup. You just need Ender Armor at least. Not very expensive. You can use any of the money making methods that I'm going to show in this video to help you make the money for Ender Armor. But as you can see, it's really 30k for boots, 38k for helmet, 39k for chest piece, and leggings 45k. I don't know why that's the most expensive, but it's relatively cheap. And if you can get a sword, again, relatively pricey, but it will be worth it in the long run because if you look at its ability, every 100 kills with this weapon grants 1 weapon damage up to 100. So that damage can go up to 290 and 135 strength over time. Now, this is a dungeon weapon, but you don't actually need a dungeon requirement or catacombs requirement to use this outside. I tested this with my friend's account because he hasn't played dungeons yet, so it was perfect. And I let him keep the sword because I had no use for it. But Fell Sword, and if you want to go cheaper, Aspect of the End will do just fine because 100 damage, 100 strength, that's pretty good. And you get the teleport, which you'll need eventually, so get the Aspect of the End. I still have mine. Now I do have the Valkyrie, which means I don't really need this, but if I do go back to dungeons, I would say this is going to be a more useful tool than the Valkyrie for getting around because I am limited with mana. And this is a very expensive mana cost just to teleport a few blocks. So, Zealots, you can make about, I would say 2 to 4 mil an hour, which is pretty reasonable if you're lucky. Sometimes you can get like 1000 Zealot kills and not get a single summoning eye that you can sell. So, yeah, very unlucky if that happens. So, the next money making method, we'll have to go to farming. Now, before I continue, these money making methods are not ordered in any way because, well, it's really your personal opinion on what you think is best. Like, if you were to ask me within this whole list, I would personally say farming and minions would be the best. But who knows, maybe you'll enjoy zealots, maybe you like the other ones that I'm going to show. So, it's really up to you what your personal preference is. But farming, now you don't really have to make this big of a farm. Just 1 or 2 layers of pumpkins, since this is early game. Pumpkins is probably going to be your best bet. But 1 or 2 layers of pumpkins should be able to do just fine. They make a solid amount of money, and they give you a good amount of farming XP as well, which is good because more farming drops. And you need pumpkins if you want to get the rancher boots, which, where are my rancher boots? Are they here? Okay, I don't know where my rancher boots are, but rancher boots is right here. You can change your speed cap at will, which is very useful for farming because you need different speed caps for different farms. I'm still trying to figure this one out. Like right now, normal walking speed seems to do just fine, but I do miss some, so maybe I have to go a little slower, but that's for me to figure out. But you can just do 1 or 2 layers of pumpkins. You should be fine. You'll make a good amount of money. You'll get a good amount of farming XP, and you'll get your farmer slash rancher boots in no time. And after farming, or after pumpkins, depending on what you want, if you want to continue getting farming XP and money, go for sugarcane. And if you just want money and maybe a little bit of alchemy XP, then go for netherwort. Netherwarts definitely make more money. I believe so. But they don't give farming XP. As you can see, they give alchemy XP. So choose whatever you want. Now the next one, I've already said this, it is minions. Minions will always be important no matter what stage of the game you're in, because they just give money. Like, I can just pick this up right now and sell it for about 78,000 for like absolutely free. And all it took was me making the minion, placing him down, and just letting the minion do its work. Another example is up here. Now this is a better example for how minions, what you can do with minions. But I would say don't do this when you're starting off. But this is another reason why minions are important. As you can see, they just fall. They just fall, they insta-die, the items get picked up by the hoppers, and I make at highest right now 10 mil a week. Not 10 mil a week, 10 mil a day. Yeah, 10 mil a day from just sitting AFK. And that's on a very good day where I don't get kicked off the island because of server restarting or just internet issues. But other than that, I make at a minimum 7 mil. So 7 mil per day with this is not bad. And that's just from sitting in here and letting my minions do the work. So minions, very important. Make sure you get your minion slots up. Make sure you invest in minions, and you'll be making a lot of money with them in the long run. Now the next one is going to be a bit of an interesting one, but I have heard a lot about it, and that is this rat pet right here. Now it is a little weird because their whole purpose is to just get on it and pretty much find cheese. Now, sorry about the lag again. I do not have the best computer in the world. In fact, it's probably one of the worst ones. It's really old, so sorry about that. But you just have to do this. Eventually, you'll find cheese, as you can see right there. And you'll pick it up. And when you do pick it up, you can sell it in the bazaar for 5,000 coins. Now, it's not a lot, but they do stack up. So I'm just going to insta-sell that because I just wanted to sell already. But yeah, you can get a free money just from doing this. All you have to do is just sit on the rat pet, and that's really all you have to do. Like, you cannot tell me this is not the easiest way to make money. You just sit here, wait until it says you found some cheese, and well, pick up the cheese, and you have 5,000 right here. Now this pet is relatively expensive for a beginner, It costs around 1.5 mil. But if you do farming first, and then maybe do this on the side, then you should be okay. And 5k per cheese, that is pretty good. And you saw how fast I got that cheese too. It wasn't that long. So that can be pretty effective too. Now the next one is going to be a bit of a stretch because it involves a cobble generator and 2 teleport pads. Now it's just mining cobblestone. If you can get your hands on a silverfish pet, really not that expensive. I believe you just need an epic one. Silver fish pet. Right? You just need an epic one. Okay, maybe you do need a legendary one. Okay, you just need a legendary one, but it isn't that expensive. Like right here, 985k. Or you can go to an epic one and just go to cat. And upgrading it, I believe, is not that expensive either. I believe it's cheaper too. So get an epic one, upgrade it to legendary via cat, and you'll be able to mine cobblestone. Like, just do that. Do that. It'll fill up on its own. And when you have a teleport pad here, one here, and one over here, set it up accordingly. You can basically infinitely farm cobblestone, but you have to make sure you are present. You can't AFK this because you can get banned for AFK mining. So be sure you're actually present doing it, or else that can happen. And if you don't want to do that, if you don't really care about the mining XP, then if you can ever afford a block zapper, which I don't think you will in the early game, but if you can, somehow, you just zap it, or not. Oh wait, I forgot they patched that. Never mind. All you have to do is mine. My bad. I'm not really caught up with updates, so yeah, sorry about that. So you do have to mine. Like, but it's still not that bad. You can see how fast I'm getting the cobblestone. And I'm not even teleporting because I took out my teleport pads. Since I need them for that. My netherwort farm, there's one down there. One up there. So, yeah. I would show it, but I don't really have teleport pads right now. But it works. Just make sure you're not like using anything to hold down your mouse. You have to be holding it down yourself. You have to be in front of your screen doing it, or else you will possibly get banned. And you don't want that to happen. So now, zealots, farming, the rat pet, mining cobble, and minions are going to be my personal top 5 picks for early game. Next video, next Skyblock video, we will be going over mid game and possibly some things you can do there. Some of them might be a little repeat, but you know what? That's what this game is. It's very, very persistent. It even says it in the right here, the menu, persistent game. You need to be able to do this kind of stuff if you want to ever like be good at it, I guess. Now, I guess we'll end it here, and make sure you subscribe, join our Discord servers, both of them, and make sure you keep up with our future giveaways. We'll be having a lot this year. So look forward to that, and we'll see you next time.